Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Bill Bombeck. He said he wanted to show off and not come up the steps.
Going down, I'll need a cane or something.
What I have here, and I've been aware of this for a couple of years, is an autograph book that Erma had. It doesn't have any autographs really, but it's the kind of book that children in elementary school in the 1930s collected, and they called them autographs, but they were a little bit more than that. When I was in grade school, the nuns used to call them character books, and they hated them. You know, this is a big disruptive thing in the classroom. But I'm going to read you some citations from this because I think they sort of tell something about 1936, 37, and that's the date of most of the entries in this autograph book. Erma's birthday is February the 21st, 1927. So this would have made her about 9, 10 years old when these were written. And well, let me just go on and read what they are. You've heard some of this before. Dear Erma, as you may go through life, you will get plenty of knocks, but come to me, your sister, and I'll give you a sock. Thelma. To Erma, you're a mighty sweet little girl and a swell radio star. We'll hear more from you when you grow up. Roy Brock, WSMK. They used to have a children's hour every Saturday morning, and Erma was a part of that whole group. That's what that references to. Here's one that's signed by a lady named Louise Foreman. And I'll read this to you. She has her address. Needles and pins, needles and pins. When you get married, your troubles begin. To a very good dancer, singer, Erma Louise. Her daughter's here tonight, by the way. Hold up your hand. This is Dee Dee. Dee Dee doesn't have a citation in here. I think she was too young for this. That was why. Dear Erma, for the best little dancer and radio star I have ever met, keep up the good works and you will always be on tops. Yours, till the undertaker undertakes to take you under. Aunt Martha came up with that one. Little Erma, on this leaf in memory rest, may your new home be the very best. Herman Puckett. Dear Erma, I love you little, I love you big. I love you like a little pig. Mary Shepard. To a good little student who deserves a lot of credit for such splendid work in singing and dancing, your loving dancing teacher, Bernice Schellbacher. This one was on July the 4th. Remember me in the ocean, remember me in the lake. When you get married, and I'll bake you a strawberry shortcake. I ought to give credit here. This was a woman named Lindsay. For Erma, roses are red, violets are blue, candy is sweet, and so are you. Yours till the Mississippi wears rubber pants to keep her bottom dry. Aunt Sarah. Dear Erma, when you get married and live on a hill, please send me a kiss by a whippoorwill. Bertie Fletcher. Dear Erma, why do we like your personality? It's not put on and true reality. Best of wishes, Lillian Lines. When you get married and have twins, don't come to my house for safety pins. From Jean Victor. I think we've got some repetition here. Dear Erma, when you get married and your husband gets cross, show him the broom handle and say you're the boss. from Gene Allen. I wish I could read all the names, but some of them are hard to see. When you get married and go south, remember me and my big mouth. This was signed by a step-grandfather Irma had, Alva England. I knew Alva really well. Dear Irma Louise, I've heard you on the radio, I've seen you in the books, and you're headed for a long, long way to the road that's called the tops. Ethel Gulas. Dear Irma, I love you. Signed, Ida Schertzinger. Irma, can never forget you when I go away. Your love, Rita Schertzinger. Another one. To a real little artist, keep up the good work. Helen Blue, WSMK. I think that a station used to have here called Wings. I think WSMK was the original called. Irma, you are a nice little girl, and I think a lot of you, Mrs. King. Dear Irma, when on this page you chance to look just a little, think of me and close the book. Mrs. Hamilton. Irma, remember me always, and I will remember you. Patty Foreman. That's another out of Dee Dee's family over there. Her sister, Patty. Dear Irma, for out in the ocean, carved deep in a rock, are 4 little words, forget me not. Love, Pauline Kiefer. Dear Irma, some write for humor, some for fame. I simply write to sign my name. Mrs. Nelson. She's honest anyway. Dear Irma, roses are red and violets are blue. If you count to 20, your sweetie loves you. Sincerely, Margaret Slagle. Dear Irma, I'm hoping that you grow up to be a fine lady, always do right. Sincerely, yours, Irene Nickel. Dear Irma, love many, trust few, and always paddle your own canoe. Dear Irma, poor ink, poor pen, poor writing, amen. I feel like Jimmy Fallon, if you ever watch his show. You know what I'm talking about. Dear Irma, you are the sweetest little girl, the best dancer in the world, the loveliest little girl, and the best singer in the world. I'm sure that Hollywood needs you. You are the sweetest and the darlingest, I love that, the darlingest girl in the world. You are my best girlfriend here at Emerson School. Your loving pal, Helen Louise Reisinger. And I knew Helen Louise Reisinger later. Dear Irma, I love this one. Every fool in the town will be turning this book upside down. May we never, never part, though we may cross the sea. You're first in my heart, little girl, with me. And that's signed Mother. And I have one more I saved till the end, because this is what I'm really supposed to be talking about anyway. This one here says, to the sweetest girl